Bye Caernarfon, we'll be back. There's so much to see and explore here in Wales. And we've barely scratched the surface. We left Caernarfon at 11:30 this morning, and with the harbour master's help we got out of the raft that we were in, made our way down the Caernarfon banks. Engines just after going off there at 1:10, but coming down through the estuary, it sometimes felt as if we were going backwards. We were moving so slow. We were only having about 2.5 knots of speed, and that was with our engine at 2,000 revs. So you can imagine the current coming against us. Also not helped by the fact that we had a 20 knot headwind. So yeah, it was an interesting passage. First time we've ever come down this stretch of water, so we're learning new skills all the time. I'm telling you, I'm getting a good wash now sitting behind this field. It is 3:10 and we are abeam Holyhead back lighthouse. Our auto helm has just gone on. We have been hand steering so far, and we are on a heading of 289 degrees magnetic. I'm having a bad hair day, obviously. John says I look like the animal out of the Muppets. I have to agree. I'm going for the windblown look. We have just over 51 nautical miles left to get us back to Dublin. And currently we are doing 6 knots. Tipping along in 16.5 knots of wind. So ideal sailing conditions really, to be honest. The wind is from the southwest, so we're tipping along nicely. You can imagine the bioluminescence that we're going to have tonight with the churn. So it is 5:30 in the evening, and we are tripping along at 6 knots and 19 knots of wind. That wasn't forecast. We were supposed to be getting 14 or 15 knots of wind with the occasional gust of 18, but we ended up having to put in 2 reefs in the main and 2 in the foresail because it was just getting too uncomfortable. I have to say, John did a brilliant job getting the reefs in because it was a bit squonky. Squonky's a good word. Otto, our auto helm, is back on duty. We had to take him off for a little while because the seas were very lumpy.
Yeah, the wind is starting to shift. It's shifting from a southwest to a westerly, and we're trying to make Dún Laoghaire. But right now, if you maintain, you know, our sails, keep them filled. We're going slightly more towards Hoth Head and Lambay Island. So hopefully the shift will continue, and then we just tack and we get it straight to the Leary.
We have the engine on in order to maintain charge for the auto helm.
So 26.9 miles from the Leary right now.
Excellent, well done. You can still see Wales from here.
2,000 years later.
It is 4:15 in the morning. We're in the final approaches to Dalkey Island and our anchorage for the night. Well, for the morning, as it is 4:20. It's a cold night and every layer of clothes that I have on me has been well used. We are currently abeam Killiney. That is on the helm. And yeah, seriously looking forward to some nice hot food, hot cup of tea when we get in to our anchorage. Welcome to the anchorage off Sorrento Terrace in Killiney Bay. We got here at about 4:20 this morning. Tired after our trip from Caernarfon. We were well looking forward to a hot meal, cup of tea, and get to bed because it seemed to be a trip that didn't want to end. We had headwinds, tide turning against us, so it took forever to get in. I know it may look a bit unnerving to be this close to the shore, but the wind is blowing us off, so it is not a lee shore. But being this close in actually affords you are not getting the full swell that you can get here if you're a little bit further out. Lovely anchorage here now this morning. We'll move around to Dunleary Harbour, a mere 3 miles away, later on this afternoon.